guys, welcome back to another supplement review. We're doing Ghost, new flavor, just got it. The blueberry toaster pastry flavor. We'll see how we like it. We both tried it. I have only tried it with milk. I have not tried it with water. We're gonna do both for you and see what we think.
All right, so they say 5 to 6 ounces of liquid per scoop. So we're doing 3 ounces of unsweetened almond milk, 3 ounces of water, typical, and then a half a scoop for each liquid. I'm a little worried about this because I usually put a lot more than 6 ounces of water in these. I think you saw that also from the fruity syrup milk review that we did. It was very thick.
Can you guys see the inside of that? Like, so much food coloring comes out, it basically looks like Fruity Pebbles. So while shaking, you can hear that there's like little chunks in this. That is something that we've noticed is like they have like little blueberry chunks. Is that what they're supposed to be?
Oh, no. So it's actually the pastry chunks.
Yeah. But it's blueberry pastry.
No, it's just like a kind of like a sugary crumb crust. Okay. Like think the outside of like a toaster, not toaster strudel, but a Poptart. Think like the outside crust of a Poptart. That's what it's supposed to resemble.
Okay.
So it's a little
Smell-wise,
surprise.
it literally smells like the milk of Fruity Pebbles cereal.
You think it smells like cereal milk? The cereal milk protein?
Yeah, I do. Specifically Fruity Pebbles with all of like the mixed flavors.
I don't get that with the almond milk. I get like a heavy blueberry scent with some cheesiness from the Whey. So I think of like a cream cheese blueberry strudel actually when I smell this. It's quite nice.
It's chunky.
Oh man, it's ultra thick. Actually, I shook this pretty hard, but it's very smooth. Milkshake consistency, really creamy. I would bump up the water in this quite a bit. I'd probably put 8, or the milk, yeah. I actually do when I make my protein shakes, I do 4 ounces of water, 4 ounces of milk, either almond or, lactate or whatever it is. Because this is refreshing, but it's at that thickness level with the milk, it's not that refreshing. Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know how I got a lot of chunks. It was like.
So I'd change what I just said. With the water, it's actually a good amount of water. So if you're mixing only water, I'd keep it at 5 to 6 ounces. Probably stay with 6. Refreshing, and you got all the goodies. She got all the toaster pastry.
Yeah, I got a lot of chunks. I don't know. So taste-wise, like. It reminds me of like a cereal milk. Very, very light on the fruity. The water definitely, like texture-wise, I liked it better. I don't like the chunks. I think they're gross.
They're a nice little surprise as you're drinking it. These are kind of smaller chunks that you got. Sometimes there's like big chunks,
no,
literally. Oh, you got like a big one like that?
Yeah, and I was like, ugh.
Like a nickel-sized chunk. Like it's awesome. The chunks taste like a little bit like kind of a crystallized sugar, not very bready, if that makes sense. Not like floury, but crunchy. Yeah, so I'll get to that. So it's crunchy. It's very kind of a rocky crunch, very hard. And then as you start to chew into it, I find it interesting. I wonder if there's coconut in this because it almost tastes like as you're chewing it, it like breaks down into like if you've ever like just put shredded coconut in your mouth.
Yeah.
It tastes like there's a few like pieces of shredded coconut in the pastry chunks.
Yeah, there is coconut.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Aaron has a really good flavor profile. His like taste buds, or like taste skills.
Yeah, taste buds
are like nothing I've ever seen. Like he'll get things out of flavoring that nobody would even notice. So sidebar.
Yeah. So I'd say.
What's your review? What do you think?
Citrusy blueberry on the front. With the almond milk, you get a nice sweet creaminess in the middle. A little bit of that cream cheese, like very subtle, very, very like hints of cream cheese.
It's not like last time, guys.
Yeah, not like the gold standard isolate, just like very subtle hints of cream cheese. And then if you're hitting those nuggets, you get that crystallized, sugary kind of oaty nuggets. It's like oats. It's like an oatiness.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the flavor profile breakdown. This is a 4.75 out of 5 for me.
loves this protein.
This is my all-time favorite protein.
Like, ever.
When I wake up in the morning, I get excited to get out of, this gets me out of bed. Like, I'm excited to drink this for breakfast. It's so good. And it's one of those proteins that, I like a lot of protein when I first try it, but as the month goes on, it starts to get hard to finish and hard to drink. Like, I have probably 4 to 6 more scoops of this, if that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna order. I like can't wait to order another one because I love it so much. 2 more things I want to cover. The reason it didn't get a 5 out of 5, because I would give it this from a flavor perspective, is I don't like that when you bite into those nuggets. I don't like how it retains that like shredded coconut like remnants. You really have to chew it to kind of get it down. So that's 0.25 off for them there. And then last part about the nuggets, sometimes you get some of the Whey blueberry protein kind of wrapped around the nuggets. So when you put it in the shaker and you shake it up, it creates this kind of gooey, thick, like shielding around the nugget. So when you bite into it, it actually feels like you're biting into the middle of a Poptart. And like you have this like blueberry goo mixed with this crunchy crisp, and it's like, holy crap, I'm eating a Pop-Tart. Like, it's amazing.
Okay,
really.
So 4.75. I'm gonna give it like a 2.75. I do not like it.
You're killing me.
Like, okay, so disclaimer, I'm very much a chocolatey protein person. Like,
that is true.
Extreme milk chocolate, Optimum Nutrition is my favorite, like, ride or die. I love chocolate protein through and through. Like, vanilla, meh, it's okay. Anything fruity, I just don't enjoy it very much. So that is like the disclaimer. So obviously my ranking will be just less compared to a protein that's chocolate based. But I just think that, like, I don't know, I just don't like it. The chunks I don't like, they're like, it feels like your protein didn't blend enough, and it's like,
I could see that.
and I don't like that.
I
Like,
could see
I don't
that.
like, I'm a big texture person. I don't like the chunks that
You like that smoothness.
Yeah, I like smooth, velvety.
Yeah.
This was not it. That's it. So 2.75 for me.
Check it out. Love
Clearly
this.
ecstatic.
This is not sponsored, but I love it. So
If you guys like this review, give it a thumbs up. We've still got a ton of ghost stuff to work our way through. And then we just bought some new protein from Progen
yeah,
that
Protein.
we will review for you. Just bought it. We've got a bunch of natural flavors to try out so that we're not doing a lot of like the artificial flavoring that we've talked about in previous reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.